I think if you're not always trying to improve, that just life loses its meaning.
What's going on, guys? I had something on my mind the other day, and I thought it would be a great topic for a video for many reasons, and specifically because I think it relates to a lot of the people that would be likely to watch my videos or to be subscribers to my YouTube videos. Bottom line is, I'm back in college. I'm going to the University of South Florida, which is in Tampa, USF, and I'm taking a class on exercise physiology. And I'm going to be working with Dr. Bill Campbell, doing some research in the future, and all of that was brought on because of my involvement with Layne and the VIP muscle camps, and Bill attended this year. So I decided I was going to go back to school. Now, I have already completed a master's degree, I've completed a bachelor's degree, I've completed an associate's degree. All of those degrees were very useful for me at the time. And it got me thinking about going back to school this time and, what drives me to do those things. And like I said, I saw a really interesting video on YouTube, and the gist of the video was that when we're born, we do not know anything. We do not have any skills. And as we grow, we learn, and I'm watching my 5-month-old son every day learn a new skill, interacts with us differently. He changes daily. But those skills and those things that we learn when we're young, that pretty much defines us. And as we go through life, I feel like a lot of times you reach a point where you just want to be comfortable, and you want to reach a comfort zone where you're happy and you're not stepping outside of your comfort zone too often. And for me personally, I find myself always reaching places where I'm comfortable, and then I'll push myself again to reach out for something outside of my comfort zone. A perfect example of this would be lifting weights. I love lifting weights, and I lifted weights for years and years. And I got to a point where I got pretty good at lifting weights, and I put on a little bit of muscle. So what did I do? I decided I wanted to compete in a bodybuilding show. What this constant need for challenging myself, it goes into many other areas of my life, and education would be one of them. Now that I am a full-time coach and trainer, and this is what I'm doing for my career, I found the perfect niche for me here in Tampa to be able to explore that and get involved in academia and get involved in some research, and not just be a keyboard warrior and someone that, while I've had a little bit of success, I don't want to rest on those laurels. I want to continue to push myself to improve. And so I thought it would be cool to do a video just on that topic, because for me personally, continuing to improve or continuing to challenge myself is as important as anything in this life. I don't know that there will ever come a time in my life when I stop trying to be better. I might not always try to be better at the things that I'm better at now, but whatever it is I'm doing, whether it's I play guitar, whether it's throwing a baseball, whether it's fishing, whether it's I went shooting guns with Layne the other day, and I found myself challenging myself by the end of the trying to do better. Whatever it is that I'm interested in or involved in, I'm going to constantly challenge myself. And for me personally, maybe it's a philosophical thing, but I feel that is the driving force for life. Because when we're born, this is what we do. We continually improve. We continually change. We continually get more knowledge, get more skills. And if I ever reach a point where that is no longer a priority in my life, I just feel like that would be the beginning of the end. That would be the point where life no longer has value for me. So when people ask me how long I'm going to lift weights for, I consider myself lifting and competing in bodybuilding and powerlifting 60, 70, 80 years old. I don't know, whenever it just becomes no longer a challenge for me. Maybe I will take up golf in my old age, or maybe I'll take up shuffleboard, who knows, but I will strive to be the best at those. So I asked two people to give me their input on two people who are much like myself. Layne Norton, as you all know, he is very accomplished. He just won Raw Nationals. He has a PhD. He's a professional natural bodybuilder. He's, married. He's successful with a business. But when I see Layne every day, when we go to the gym, he's not talking about what he did. He's talking about what he's going to do. Now Layne's striving to compete in the World Championships. Now Layne is looking at new research and ways that he can use his education towards furthering the sport itself. He now has a foundation, the BioLayne Foundation, which has just given out its first grant. So the other person I spoke to was Laurin Conlin. Laurin, like myself, is going to USF. She just got here this month and is doing the graduate program in exercise physiology. She has competed in figure and at the national level in the NPC, and she is another person who is earlier on in her career, but still constantly looking for the next challenge. So I'll put those clips of what I asked them in this video as well. I just thought it would be a good video topic to get some conversation started. What gets you excited? What makes you, amped to get in the gym or to get on the golf course, or whatever it is that you're involved in that gives you that feeling of excitement. I just thought it just got my mind going that this is what we do. We strive to be better constantly, learn more constantly, and improve in all facets of life. And every time we reach a goal, it just is the next ladder on the rung for that next goal. So hope you guys liked the video. Hope I wasn't rambling too much. Maybe it's the coffee talking, but I just thought it would be a great topic of conversation. It was something that's on my mind. I've been posting a lot of lifting videos and stuff lately, and bodybuilding videos, so I thought this would just be something different to start a topic of conversation. So I appreciate you guys watching, and please comment below and let me know what your thoughts are for this, because if this gets well received, I will do some more videos like this. Believe me, I have a lot of stuff rolling around in my head all the time. So talk to you soon.
I have to be better than I was the last time, whatever, with school, with training, with physique. And like I said before, there's too many things that are unanswered. Like undergrad was great, but it was very general. That's why I'm doing a master's, so I can have a higher education, but more specific to what I want to use for my life and for the people that I influence. And if I can learn more, then I can help solve the unanswered questions. And if I do that in myself, then I can show that to other people, because I don't really believe that you can, like, if you don't look the part per se, or you don't try it yourself, like, I want to have the self-experience and the knowledge to help other people. I don't want to just tell you to do something because I read it in a textbook, or because I thought it worked, or whatever. But if I don't continue to push myself, then I stagnate, and there's no point of really, then you shouldn't be competitive in anything in your life if you just kind of float by and do a 9-to-5 job and you don't push yourself. But if you're doing something that's continually hard and overwhelming, but you get better from it, then I think you should always do it.
I think if you're not always trying to improve, that just life loses its meaning, regardless of what you're doing. There's actually a lot of kind of studies on people who are happy and long-term happiness, and most of long-term achievement of happiness comes from continually setting and achieving goals. So a lot of people have this idea of happiness that I will get to whatever, I'll get my PhD, or I'll get a pro card, or I'll do this or that, or I'll buy a house, and it'll be happy ever after. And the fact of the matter is that's not the case at all. It's a like I said, it's a state of being. You've got to, after the next thing, you're going to revel in that for a little bit, but it's going to be a very short period of time, and then you've got to move on to something else to challenge yourself. you can't get better at everything forever, but you can always set little goals for yourself along the way to get better as you go towards your big goal. You know, and it's the same thing. Education, bodybuilding, powerlifting for me, it was always about just pushing myself, seeing what I could do. Obviously, you know, I'm going to have my limits somewhere, but if I don't put everything I have into it, I'm never going to find what those limits are. So when I got done with my bachelor's, it was simply a case of, here I am, I have my bachelor's degree, I'm quote-unquote a professional, and I still felt like I didn't know that much. And so I wanted to learn more for me, and also to see, okay, how far can I push this? You know, what boundaries can I go to? So, you know, and I'm glad I did, because it was the most challenging thing I've ever done, but it was also one of the most rewarding. And I can say, you know, having won Raw Nationals, my weight class, having won a pro card, having won my class at a pro show, the feeling I got from graduating with my PhD probably exceeded all those. So, in terms of sense of accomplishment. So I recommend anybody, you know, looking to always evolve themselves, always try to push past just a little bit more.